It's time now for the latest in local news. And the news, an important day today, as today is the last day to register to vote in the state of Georgia. If you want to be eligible to vote in the January 5th runoffs, to check to see if you're registered, you can go to the My Voter page Georgia, where you can check your voting status, change your address or name, find out what precinct you vote at, and view a sample ballot. Once again, the runoff set for Tuesday, January the 5th. The advanced 3-week voting period begins a week from today at the Wayne County Courthouse, Monday, December 14th. It'll run through Tuesday, December 22nd from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Wednesday, December 28th from 8 to 12 noon. There'll be no voting during Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. That's the Christmas holiday, the 24th and 25th. The advanced voting will pick up on Monday, December 28th and run through December 31st from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you're on the elderly disabled list, you'll receive your ballot shortly. Please be sure to sign your oath envelope before returning. Do not print. They must verify all signatures with each voter registration card. If you request an absentee by mail ballot, you cannot vote during advanced voting or on election day without that ballot being canceled. They encourage you to bring your ballot with you if you decide not to use it, or an affidavit must be signed. Early voting at the courthouse will be observing social distancing. Hand sanitizer will be at each voting booth, and poll workers will be sanitizing after each voter. All poll workers will be wearing masks. Voters are encouraged to wear masks, but it's not mandatory. Masks and gloves will be available upon request. Handicapped and over 75 years of age voters should enter the courthouse via the handicap entrance, where they will be given priority voting per federal law. Drop boxes are open and located at the Wayne County Courthouse, City Hall in Odom, and City Hall in Scriven for your convenience. If you have any questions, simply call the voter registration office at 427-5950. Again, that number 427-5950. President Donald Trump made a visit to Valdosta, Georgia Saturday evening to ask Georgia voters to head to the polls January 5th and elect David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler to the U.S. Senate. The president also took time to lash out at Georgia Governor Brian Kemp, Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, as the president called the Georgia governor Saturday, but the governor refuses to call for a special session of the Georgia legislature. The president wants the governor to hold a special session to overturn the November election results. At the rally, the president said that the governor, Kemp, is simply afraid of Stacey Abrams, and at the end, he invited the idea of Doug Collins running for governor in 2 years, saying, "Doug, you would run for governor, you'd be a good-looking governor." Governor has remained silent in this feud, but is not calling a special session. Not backing down from that stance, Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan on Sunday's news show stating emphatically that the governor is following the state law and will not be calling for a special session of the Georgia legislature. Today, our special guest is State Representative Bill Werkheiser. We'll get his thoughts on whether or not there should be a special session. Again, that's today on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Wayne County Commissioners meet this evening at 7 p.m. for their monthly meeting. Commissioners expected to pass their 2021 budget as they conducted budget sessions last week with the administrator and the department heads, and the approval of the budget is on tonight's agenda. Recommendation from Administrator Ed Jeffers is the budget totaling $24,400,889. That's an increase of $834,306 over the 2020 budget. Jeffers outlined the areas of the increase in his opening statement last week to the board, pointing to the continuation of the airport taxiway, extra support for the J.C. Landing site development, a criminal justice complex study, and the Altamont Bluff litigation settlement, and cost of living and merit increases. Budget reflects some additional building repair at the old courthouse, as well as additional security potential at the courthouse during normal operating hours. On the expense side, the budget also includes an elevated position in the tax commissioner's office of a senior accountant to replace a position that was vacated last year, as well as temporary help in the assessor's office for deed research to help address the mapping concerns. Budget also allows for the animal control specialist role to expand to manager of code enforcement animal control. As mentioned at the summer retreat, the Wayne County Commissioners elected organization process will need to be addressed in anticipation of the continuity concerns and the future demands in the election cycles, and although the details are not ready to present to the board, budget reflects contingency in the area to improve continuity of personnel in the financial administration area and to meet the county's human resource needs. An additional clerical help in the financial administrative office is also included in the budget. Jeffers says overall the 2021 budget represents an adequate budget to meet the needs of the county government. Once again, the approval of the budget on tonight's agenda. Also on tonight's agenda, under presentations and announcements, Mickey Thomaston on hand for the J.C. Landing Trails Grant discussion. Also under Citizens Concerned Leadership Wayne class will be on hand to discuss their class project. Under new business, consider and approve the amending ordinance for Sunday sale of alcohol hours. Consider and approve a TAN's bids. Consider and approve the 2021 budget. Also, there are several board appointments on the agenda that were tabled from their November meeting. Again, Development Authority, Industrial Development Authority, Heart of Georgia Altima Regional Commission appointments, Heart of Georgia Regional Commission County Designee, Tourism Board appointments, and Solid Waste Authority. All that on the agenda tonight, along with items with the administrator and items with the commissioners, set for 7 p.m. this evening. The school board set to meet on Tuesday for their monthly board meeting. On their agenda is the following. A Coast Fest Art Contest winners will be recognized. Also, family engagement recognition. Under items of business, the Wayne County High School track surface will be discussed. Board of Education meeting dates for 2021. Wrestling hosting guidelines will be discussed. COVID-19 update will be given. COPS grant information, strategic planning. Under financial management, they'll present the August and September financial reports. Also, the budget calendar for fiscal year 22. Also, an executive session. All that's set for tomorrow at 6 p.m. at the Tech Center. We'll come back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor of the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes news, City Jessup has this announcement saying they will not pick up residential household garbage on Christmas Day. If you're on Friday, is it right? Your garbage will be picked up on Thursday. They ask you please put your can out on a Wednesday night, and they thank you for the information and for the understanding. But again, the City of Jessup will not be picking up residential household garbage on Christmas Day. This Friday, a community Christmas celebration at Hospice of South Georgia, located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard across from Bill Morris Park. The time will be from 5 to 7 p.m. this Friday. They'll have free activities, tree lighting, ornament making, hot chocolate, popcorn, pictures with Santa. Need more information, contact 912-588-0080. And the Odom Sing Around the Tree is set for December 14th at 6:30 p.m. at the Odom Train Depot. Entertainment by the Jessup Church of God Youth Choir, Frontline Warriors, Treble Clef Studio, and Charity Whitson. Again, as you bring your own chair, blanket, and golf cart, hot chocolate and cookies will be provided. The Odom Sing Around the Tree set for December 14th at 6:30 p.m. at the Odom Train Depot. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.